Hey guys, welcome to another video of our Hogwarts Legacy Let's Play. If you recall, in our last video, we had just completed the first Keeper's trial that Percival, Rookwood, and two others, I believe, set in our path for us. And then, when we were done, they decided they wanted to postpone just a little bit so that they could assess the goblin situation, which I'm not sure how they're going to do because they are portraits, unless they just happen to have a lot of portraits just strewn around the place. So we're going to see where that goes. I do believe that the season changed and we're also into fall now. So, and it looks like if you look at my mini-map there, I've got three main quests to do. So let's look at our list. So we need to find Lodgok the Goblin, attend Beasts class, and find out what Gladwin Moon wants. Okay, so simply just go to the class. We got... Oh, we're going to do this one. Okay, because the reward for this is learning the Alohomora spell, and if you've been paying attention, I have been wanting this spell for quite some time. So we're going to do this one first. Tracking it. I don't know what this is going to entail, but I'm excited to learn this spell because I get the feeling that by learning it, it's going to open up the exploration of our... It's going to open up our adventure a little bit, like the amount of exploration we'll be able to accomplish. And I don't know if you've noticed, but sometimes I do see some locked doors that say like level 1, level 2, or level 3 required spells, which makes me feel like there are multiple versions of the Alohomora spell, which makes me think there's some sort of collection quest associated with learning the different various spells or stages of the spell. So we're just gonna find out, I guess. Do I want to do the arithmancy door? We can do the arithmancy door real quick. Okay, so we've got the graph horn in the 2 slot and 4. So we need to switch it to the what looks like the Demiguises, I believe that one is. And for the second number, 5 and 1 is 6, which means we need the 5, which I believe is the crab-looking thing again. I still don't... Where is the thingy? Oh, it's down there. Okay. I still am totally unsure what that thing is supposed to be. It has 5 legs, clearly, but I genuinely don't know what it is based on this shape. I mean, look at that. It looks like... I don't even know what I want to... It's like it's grown its 5 legs, and then its face is pointed straight up, and it's just frowning at me. So I literally have no clue what this could possibly be. If somebody knows and wants to let me know, say so in the comments, because I am utterly confused what that creature is supposed to be. I don't know. I don't know. And open the door. We get a chest. Ooh, we get some Quidditch gloves. And something for the Room of Requirement. Okay, there's Gladwin Moon. If you recall, he is the caretaker we met on the way to Hogwarts, and he sounded drunk, I suppose. And he was hollering about Demiguises. So...
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
Okay, wait. Are we just standing in this hallway with this strange person, this strange adult, for... what? I question...
Now, if you wouldn't mind
That's not
humoring
cool.
me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon.
I mean,
from
I
the
get it.
statue.
I get it. It's supposed to be
Odd
just
little contraptions,
gameplay,
aren't they?
randomness,
It seems
but
the statue vanishes once the moon is removed.
And,
Which,
you know...
incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious...
Like, obviously, we could surmise that they went their separate ways, and then they came back as soon as night dropped, but that... What a weird way to do that.
began appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
Revelio. A demiguise?
Oh, that's a cool Easter egg, the Honeyduke's passageway. Because if you recall, in the books, Harry uses this passageway several times in the third book, Prisoner of Azkaban, to sneak into Hogsmeade, with Fred and George's help, of course. I wonder if it's probably just an Easter egg. I highly doubt we'll actually get to go into there and, like, go to Honeyduke's. That just seems like they wouldn't do that. It's just, here's the nod, have fun,
Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You,
I do.
however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply
It's a
can't bring
demiguise.
myself to go near
They're
them.
nice.
In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be
Yes.
glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew
I
I could
need to
count
know
on
the spell.
you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
So excited.
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Oh, press the wrong button. I wonder if you just miss all of the button prompts and you just fail learning spells. I mean, I would assume that you just get a new, like you get another chance for it. Alright, let's see how this works.
Alohomora.
Oh, really? Well, okay. At least it's better than, like, the way Skyrim does lockpicking. Which I didn't play much of Skyrim because hot take here, I found it to be really boring. And maybe I just jumped in too late and I didn't know what was going on.
Well
But
done! You're in! Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
like, all I'm saying is I genuinely gave Skyrim a shot, and I understand that it is a ton of fun for a lot of people, especially like in the modding community. It is a hugely fun game, the things they can create and do in there. But I was fully disinterested when I don't even remember how long I played for, but I was very bored by the end of it. You know, most of those letters that I find are not particularly well, it's just kind of boring information. Nothing super exciting. But if you disagree with me about Skyrim, I got nothing for you. I'm not going to give it a go. And maybe it's because I never played like Morrowind or what was the one before Morrowind? No. Morrowind was first, and then it was Oblivion. Maybe I just never played those ones. But I don't know. I was bored. That's all I'm saying. Can I actually... No, I can't do that. We're gonna just keep... I think we'll just...
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Don't
Is
want to
that so?
interrupt Sharp and Weasley talking there. We have to get the Demiguise in the prefix bathroom and the Demiguise in the hospital wing. Okay, so this looks like the...
This must be the prefect's bathroom. Alohomora.
Okay, and so I'm actually a little confused by that, because I'm fairly certain that we learn about the prefix bathroom in the 4th book, Goblet of Fire, and yeah, this is the prefix bathroom, but I was fairly certain that it was like on the 4th floor, and it was behind a painting, and you had to give it a password, and I believe the password at the time was Pine Fresh. So I'm a little confused. Maybe, I suppose you could argue that maybe they moved it, but that doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that? I don't know. All I'm saying is that's not what the books have you remember.
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before I knew
Easy enough to distract.
in the hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacula.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls. I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch.
Okay. Pretty simple. Oh, you know what it is? I'm wondering why I'm not moving very fast. I believe here in the stealth function here, Enemy's ability to detect you is reduced. Let's do that. Yes, we can sprint while disillusioned. That's what I was wondering why I wasn't moving very fast and why I couldn't run, but now I can. Ooh. Don't want to get caught by people. Yeah, that's right. Get distracted. And I was also... Actually, the location of... Well, if we're going to go by the movies standards, I always assumed that the hospital wing was actually on the ground floor, but in the third movie, they actually show
Hello,
it to
Mr.
be
Moon. I
on,
have the
on
moons
the
you asked me to
third
collect.
floor.
Oh, goodness!
So
You're
I don't-
as fearless as I'd hoped.
I don't know
An
if that
excellent
makes
start.
sense.
If we can collect more, it may
Someone
shed
else will
some
have to let
light
me
on
know
who's
about
behind
that.
all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance.
He's ridiculous.
Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Oh,
Pretty
I knew
simple
you were the
little
one to
quest.
ask for help. Keep at
Dude,
it so we can solve
dudes,
this.
there are cats everywhere. It is ridiculous to me how many cats there are. Okay, so now we need to go do the Beast class, I believe. Yes. Beast class. And... Ooh, you know, I'm wondering if this will allow me to get my animal mounts that I've talked about before. Because I did pre-order this game, so there are some pre-order rewards. And I think mine in particular, I'm supposed to get a flying hippogriff mount. And I haven't been able to access that yet, so I'm actually hoping that this class will actually produce that particular item for me. I suppose we're gonna find out, huh? Okay. Here's hoping we get our mounts.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor.
Okay.
Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep
Gerald.
your eyes
Sorry, that was really funny
You
for
can use
some
my
reason.
brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think.
Okay, so now we get brushes.
I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely.
Well, that is
I'm sure he
just
feels much
absolutely adorable.
I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast feed?
Okay. Yes, beast feed. Oops, didn't want that.
What do you suppose the
Oh,
pellets
this is
taste
the
like to
most
Gerald?
adorable thing
Pudding,
ever.
I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition. And cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please,
Ooh,
do
more
be careful as you
beasts.
feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Kneazels in the farthest pen?
This
Okay,
way. The Kneazels are over
Kneazels.
here.
So,
Oh,
Kneazels.
couple of Kneazle
Well,
whiskers
hold
ought to
on,
get me
I'll
a few
talk in a
canuts
second.
at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Ah, stupid thing. Ah.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Ugh, tuss peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Yeah, don't
Her
don't
name
do
is
that.
Persephone.
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
It's always the Slytherin students.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Kneazels just as you did with Gerald.
Okay, so what I was going to say before is Kneazels are a pretty interesting bit of lore for Harry Potter. I don't know if they're based in any real mythology in our world, but I do know for a fact that in the Harry Potter world that Kneazels can actually breed with common cats, and there's a common theory that Hermione's cat, what's Crookshanks? There's a popular theory that Crookshanks, Hermione's cat, is actually part Kneazle, which is why Crookshanks seems so hyper intelligent compared to, well, any of the other pets other than Hedwig that we encounter in the books. There's also another pretty popular theory that Crookshanks is actually, because of its Kneazle
Kneazels really
heritage.
They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
But the other theory is that Crookshanks, being that it is half Kneazle, is actually Harry's first pet. That Crookshanks was actually owned by Lily and James Potter, and then when they died, he ran off, and he was picked up, and he was given to
Hello, Professor.
someone else
You
and
wanted
traded
to
around a
speak with me?
bit.
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
Which is just another thing like why Crookshanks doesn't seem to mind and actually seems to like Harry in some regard.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Hey,
So
over here. Come on.
So I think what she's referring to there is, I'm fairly certain you can start, there comes a point where you can actually start collecting some of these magical beasts, and you can actually care for them. And the reason you do that is because every magical beast provides unique ingredients for crafting potions,
Do you need something,
I suppose.
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
Oh, that sounds ominous. It's
intrigued
probably
me.
not bad.
Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
So, like, I'm not sure
I
how...
won't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
I'm really not
As I
sure
said,
how, like,
we
the
think
magical
alike.
beast collection
Pleasant surprise.
goes. Or where you would even store your magical beasts. But it does seem like a fun
Quite the
kind of
weather we're having,
side
don't
quest
you think?
almost.
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back.
Oh, that was the weakest whistle ever. They should have hired my dad to whistle, because my dad can whistle like crazy. I sadly cannot.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
So I wonder if this gets to be my flying mount then. We'll bow again. And look at that. Respect.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
How cool would it be to actually own a hippogriff? What a majestic creature. Maybe own is the wrong word, but what a cool creature regardless. So, no mount, yes mount.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Okay, so no flying beast just yet. That bums me out a little bit, but it'll come along before I know it. And it must be associated with her quest line. Because obviously she or Highwing is going to get captured by poachers, and I'm going to have to go rescue them. Which is exciting, to say the least. But, no mounts now. I got my broom, that's fast enough, I suppose. Okay, what else do I have? So I have the Helm of Urtkot. Speak to Sorona at 3 broomsticks. Let's see if we can't learn these 2 spells first. So we need to grow and harvest fluxweed, and we have to acquire all 3 combat plants and use them simultaneously. Okay. Sounds easy enough. Man, that's just more money. We have to collect troll bogies for this one. Okay, well, let's see if we can't find troll bogies somewhere without buying it. I wonder if I could go, like, find trolls somewhere and fight them. I suppose I could at least just go to here and see what is available for purchase.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Come on in. Healing potions are a speciality here, should you need any.
Ah, yes, we can purchase troll bogies.
Yes.
Troll bogies. Okay, well, there's that. We should be able to learn that spell
I
now.
hope to see you again. Farewell for
My
now.
other problem, however, is I need to grow fluxweed, and I have to use all 3 of the combat plants. What a ridiculous concept.
Take your time looking about.
Combat plants. Okay, so we can buy
Now, you
seeds
let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
Anything to sell? Mostly everything I've got is...
You have a good head for business, haven't you?
Okay.
No one
We're
can
gonna
say I
do
don't keep
some
a stacked shelf.
gear switching around really quickly. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Make sure we're wearing the best stuff before we move on. Oh. dumb looking hat. Huh, that's pretty interesting. I think I'm still going to switch back to my cape here. That just looks good. And we do have this item, and it's... We're just going to have to go back to the room of requirement to find out what that is. But we can sell these other items quickly.
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
See, it says it's worse than what I have, so I'm gonna just sell it. Why not? Okay.
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
And then we have to go up this direction, because there's a second plant shop here that sells the more dangerous and combat applicable plants. Combat plants. That just sounds ridiculous. You know, it's like what you know what this situation needs? We need a combat plant.
Hope you're not here for a knotgrass sprig, because I'm not entirely sure I have them in stock.
So I could... Ooh, they're so expensive. I can actually grow them myself. 600, 500. And I already have plenty of these Chinese chomping cabbages, so we'll just...
Oh, I'm always thrilled.
It's more
when
money than I
one
want
makes
to
a wise
spend,
purchase. I
but
can tell you'll go far.
we'll purchase it anyway. And now we're going to go to Hogwarts, the Room of Requirement. And we're going to... I haven't spent much time in here, and I'm wondering if I need... If I really need to. I'm sure that there's some... Oh man, I can't grow the fluxweed here. We need a large... We need a... Okay, so we need to conjure something. Do we have... No, I don't have... Oh, wait, well, hold on. No, I don't have anything. Well, that's annoying. You know what? I think I can actually go grow it in the greenhouse somewhere, which makes sense to me. Because it seems I'm going to have to buy the spellcrafts in order to conjure up the proper...
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
proper
I'm
plant
most pleased to be
sizes.
included.
Got Dittany again. We're gonna empty the pot. Oh man, I still can't grow the fluxweed in here. Where can I grow them? Can I grow them? I got a little chest. Well, that is kind of a bummer. Professor Garlic, out of the way. Attend divination class during the day. Okay, well let's go do that then. Because that should be for the one spell that we were going to learn.
I reckon Sebastian did not expect on defeat in defense against the dark.
What are you up to now?
Okay, that's awesome. It's exactly like Harry described it in the third book. Small chest there. So I know that seeing and divination in particular are pretty obscure magical arts in this universe. But it also seems like one of those classes that, why are they at all teaching it? It's so obscure. Like like to me, it seems like they would benefit better from like alchemy classes than they would divination, because if you don't have the right whatever it is to be a seer, then this class is just nothing to you. It doesn't matter. I don't know. It just bothers me that this is like a standard class. Is all. Like, if I were going to Hogwarts, I would benefit from alchemy. Alchemy sounds really cool.
So knowledgeable.
What do we have here?
I hope those assignments...
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
I honestly don't know, Professor.
At times, the future is murky to us all. As with rippling water, one must wait for things to settle before the reflection becomes clear. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets.
Okay, here we go. Part of me really wants to see if I could fail this by just pressing all the wrong buttons. Nope, doesn't matter. You learned it anyway. What?
You have it. Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Under Professor Black's direction, it is my honor as Deputy Headmistress to offer you the position of Divination, Professor at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. We are thrilled at the prospect of having you join our distinguished faculty. Please inform us of your intentions as soon as possible. Okay. Oh, because she's... Okay, so she's Natty's mom. That's right. She had mentioned that back in Charms class, and I totally forgot about that. I forgot that Natty came with her mom, and they transferred from Wagadoo was the school, I believe. Yes, I think Wagadoo is the name.
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented.
You know what other class also seems more beneficial than divination is the arithmancy classes. Like I'm just saying that divination seems like the strangest thing to be teaching young 13-year-old students. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Ooh, we got another arithmancy door here. Okay. So we have the three-headed Hydra, which is number 4, and 2 is 6, so we need the number... So we need... No. Sorry, that math is wrong, because it's 0 to 9. So that's actually the number 3. So I need the 4, which is the bird here. This bird. I don't know what this bird is. Yeah, a bird. It's a bird of some kind. Possibly magical origin. 4 in the middle. 1 and 0 is 1. So we need the 3 spot, which again is the Hydra. And we open the door. I wonder where we are. This is a bigger room than the other arithmancy doors.
Revelio.
Oh, this must be the arithmancy classroom. Interesting. Okay. So 5 and 6 is 11, which means we need the 6th number, which is the axolotl, is what I'm assuming that creature is. It looks like an axolotl, right? Maybe it's some kind of maybe it's like a fire salamander or something. Alright. 8, and so that is in the 7 spot. So 7 and 0, so we need the 1, which is the unicorn. Easy enough. Oops. I pushed too many buttons. Okay, very cool. And we got this one too. So the crab thing and the axolotl, which is in the 5 and 6 slots. So 5 and 6 is 11, which means we need the bird-looking thing again. I really don't know what in the world this thing is. I mean, it looks like it could be an owl, but then you look at its plumage up at the top. I don't know what that is. If somebody knows, please comment what you think it is or what you know it is, because I'm totally confused. 0 and 13 is 13 plus 5, so the crab-looking thing again. Apparently I just don't know my magical creatures, and I should be ashamed, is what I'm understanding here. Stuffed toy dragon.
Revelio.
Yeah. This has to be the arithmancy classroom, which sounds like a combination of math and symbols, which is, you know, just arithmetic, I suppose. So I'm wondering how this is actually supposed to be magical, other than the fact that what they're using is Oh, okay, so this is the cheat sheet. It doesn't tell you what the creatures are, but so this is a Demiguise, the unicorn. I'm fairly certain this is the Graphorn. Hydra, the owl-looking bird thing, the frowning crab, the axolotl. You know, this creature reminds me a little bit of is the crab squids from Subnautica. It looks a little bit like the crab squid. I'm assuming that this isn't just a standard spider and it's an acromantula specifically. And this is like a 9-headed serpent. Another type of hydra? I don't know. I'm not an expert in mythology, so don't quote me on anything. Or do. Maybe I'm just fine with that. Oh, hey, we got another one of these chests here. I did just spend a fair bit of money. Maybe I should stock up again. We're coming, mimic chest. Even though it doesn't attack you when you open it.
Protego.
Maybe it's not a mimic chest, but I'm gonna call it a mimic chest. Okay, what else do we have? We still have that one main quest. And we still have... See, I need to grow and harvest the fluxweed. So which means I have to save money, which means I have to go buy the large pot thing at Hogsmeade. Yeah, it just seems like a lot of work. Purchase a broom enhancement from LB Weeks, the man behind the moons. Okay, so that's... So I don't know how many of those Demiguise moons there are, but it seems I have to collect 9 to get the next upgrade. crossed wands again, and spell combination. Okay, so actually, thinking to myself, you know what? I think we'll actually call it there for this video. If you guys like what you're seeing, please comment and subscribe and hit the like button as well. And I'll catch you on the next one. Huzzah!